After the friction of the hail, the tournament marches on with event 2, the relay. It was event 8 all the way back in season 1 where the winter winds set our record. Now it'll act as our second event of the season. The Supersonics chose this event back then, but didn't have put up a great performance. They'll be hoping for better this time around. We have here a demo reel to show how this event is run. Each team in a lane, and they pass on the speed to their teammate, hoping to beat all the other teams. Top 2 in each heat advance to the next round until we are left with a final 4 little battle for the medals. See you in December run how it goes. Now we'll start off with the first heat: the Snapdragons, the Automations, the Histoons, and the Winter Mints. And off they go. Snapdragons in that top lane. Our rookie here, hoping for a good performance in the second event, but they're right on the back foot here, along with the Automations, but they recover a bit. The Histoons streak to the front, meanwhile Winter Mints fall back a bit, and it's looking like to cost them. Automations have a great last end up and they'll actually snap the win from the Histoons, but both will move on. Winter Mints, our previous minutes record setter, not moving on here. Very unfortunate for them. They had the leader early on with the Histoons, but a bad handoff here put them all the way right back in the clutches of the Automations. Meanwhile, the Snapdragons just kept falling back, and here it is. A great handoff over to Cinder, gave them all the speed, and that was enough for them to take the win in this heat just over the Histoons. Both will move on to the second round. Of course, Winter Mints Snapdragons will go no further, and they will be sorted between 9th through 16th, depending on all their other heats, like the second heat here with Guards Roses, Supersonics, Team Brimstone, and the Dune Dashers. Guards Roses at the top, Dune Dashers in the bottom, looking very evenly at the start. A better handoff for the Guards Roses and Team Brimstone. Team Brimstone in the lead, bit of a bad bounce here, and they now Supersonics and Dune Dashers catch right up. Guards Roses is very far ahead, and the great handoff here from the Dune Dashers manages for them to overtake for a second. Team Brimstone falls to third and will not advance. Unfortunate after having the lead after this first handoff. Supersonics run the back here, call up a bit, but they'll manage to hold it. Guards Roses just kept it clean and will easily win this heat here. Doing a great last standing at end to secure their overall second place in this heat and advancement. Unfortunately, Team Brimstone and Supersonics will not go further because of it. See, 16:51, pretty solid time here for the Guards Roses. Now, for the third heat with the John Jones, Apple Touch, Nightshades, and Eve's Adoras. And off they go. Let's see here. And it's a rough start for the Nightshades. The other three are looking very solid so far. John Jones had a slight lead, but they have a bad bouncer. Now it's the Eve's Adoras ahead of the Apple Tarts. And both of those will keep it clean. John Jones will not be able to come back from that. And they will finish third in the heat with the Nightshades very far behind, only 18:05. Now, see, they had a bad start here. Meanwhile, the John Jones had a great start here. But this handoff just was not good. And that gave all the opportunity for the Apple Tarts and the Eve's Adoras to get up in front. And they just kept it clean from there. Meanwhile, the Nightshades just kept falling further behind. But it will be the Eve's Adoras and Apple Tarts moving on out of this heat. John Jones, very solid time still, but it's not enough here to move on. Nightshades far behind the rest of the spectacle heat. And now we have heat 4 with Evergreen Oaks, Southern Skies, Cosmos, all of our podium from last event, and the Rainbirds, who had a really tough start to the season. They'll be hoping for better. It's very solid out of the first handoff here. Southern Skies slight lead, but now them and Evergreen Oaks make up quite a lot of ground. They have a unfortunate handoff here, but it's not going to be enough for the Cosmos and the Rainbirds to catch up, even if their handoff was better there. It was very even out of this first handoff. Slight lead for the Southern Skies, but not significant. And then here, Southern Skies and Evergreen Oaks having far better handoff than the Cosmos and the Rainbirds. Struggling a bit here, but it's not enough for the Cosmos and the Rainbirds with their solid handoffs to come back. This means the top two lanes here will advance. Evergreen Oaks and Southern Skies will go on to the semifinals. Cosmos and Rainbirds will go no further here. And what the Rainbirds would want to see after Guzlik in the first event, but they're still sort solidly in the lower table. Snapdragons, not a good event here. 35 behind second to last. Not looking great at the track event so far. Of course, we still have the hurdles later in the season. Of course, those having the best time here. Good for them. Now, semi-final 1. Automations, Dune Dashers, Eve's Adoras, and the Southern Skies are off. See, looking very solid. Slight lead for the Dune Dashers, and that translates into their handoff, but the Southern Skies are even slightly better. They have a worse second handoff though. Now all matches managed to recover. It's a battle between them and the Southern Skies, but they don't have a good last handoff like their first round, and they're going to be eliminated here. Our gold medalists in this event last time will not reach the finals this time. Still top of result, and even that just were not in that race. Very solid starter for the Southern Skies and the Dune Dashers. Dune Dashers another solid handoff. Southern Skies falling back a bit in the clutches of the other matches, but they don't have a great handoff. Meanwhile, Southern Skies very solid there, and that's going to decide it here. Dune Dashers, Southern Skies moving on to the final. All matches, even that ours, go no further. They will rank between 5th and 8th, depending on how our second heat will go. Speaking of which, here they are with the Histroons, Quartos, Appletouch, and the Evergreen Oaks. And off they go. Histroons look to have a slight lead, but Evergreen Oaks are also there. But it's actually the Evergreen Oaks and the Quartos have a great first handoff. The Histroons are right there as well. Not managing to catch up right a bit. Appletouch struggling here. Let's see. Evergreen Oaks far to lead, but it's a very close matchup between the Histroons and the Quartos. Ooh, the auto score gave it to the Histroons, but that's the same time, so don't actually know who will win that. As you can see, the Evergreen Oaks and Quartos were tied, but the Histroons will manage to get right back into it with this handoff, managing to finish right in tandem with the Quartz Roses, and it's going to be a photo finish. We'll have to see what the referees decide. Evergreen Oaks already secured their spot in the finals, and Evergreen go no further, but who will join them? The Histroons or the Quartz Roses? And what do we have here? It looks like they're discussing something. I think they're proposing a tiebreaker race out of sportsmanship, and it looks like the referees are on board with it. And so that means there will be a tiebreaker race between the Histroons and Quartz Roses for that last spot in the final. And off they go. This is going to set up precedent for the rest of the tournament. And that's a bad bouncer for the Quartz Roses. Histroons into a very good lead. Another good bouncer for them. And the Quartz Roses just keep falling further behind. And that's going to be it. Histroons easily advance here over the Quartz Roses. A very solid time there for Histroons. Quartz Roses struggling here. All their energy in the early rounds. But that means Histroons will go to the final. And now, Quartz Roses had the best time in all the rest. But I think that photo finish has in itself had already secured their 5th place. But it will be the Evergreen Oaks, Dune Dashers, Histroons, and Southern Skies moving on to the final here. Let's see who comes out on top. Here's your lineup. Dune Dashers in the top lane. Histroons in the bottom. Evergreen Oaks and Southern Skies in the middle. Let's see who will get the second gold medal of the Viridian League Season 2. Southern Skies to a slight lead. But it's actually the Evergreen Oaks that have the best bouncer. Dune Dashers are not far behind though. Let's see, keeping it steady here. Evergreen Oaks stretching the lead, Histroons far behind, and they're gonna keep it clean. And the Evergreen Oaks will win the second gold medal of the Viridian League Season 2. Dune Dashers right behind with the silver, and the Sterling Skies get the bronze. Histroons just wasted all the energy in that tiebreaker round to get here. Did not have much left in the tank for that medal, but still a very solid result here with a 4th. Can't be too mad at that. Still another great time here for them in the seat. But it will be the Evergreen Oaks winning the event over the Dune Dashers and the Sterling Skies. Histroons no medal yet here, but still we have many more events to go. And you can see here, Sterling in last, not all our new team wanted to see. Evergreen Oaks, another green team, finishing the event in first after already getting a bronze at the first event. And that should jump them to the top of the standings. And no surprises there. The Evergreen Oaks fall up into the lead. Southern Skies with their second medal also keep close behind, only 5 behind. Copes hold on, even 30 in third. Meanwhile, the Rainbirds still in last, with Snapdragons falling 7 into 14. Not sure what to see. We'll see you in the next event, event 3, the Sand Rally. Till then.